All right, so I've got a new favorite recipe. This is vegan cheese, and I did post it a couple weeks ago, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I want that recipe. So I was not sure about it either. I was like, okay, vegan cheese that you make at home out of potatoes and carrots, skeptical. But I did it, I love it, it's my new favorite. So I went ahead and prepped everything so it would be a little bit quicker to show you just how fast and easy this cheese is. So what I did, it was 2 cups of potatoes and a cup of carrots, and you boil them until they're like that tender where you can stick your fork into them and they kind of break apart, just like if you were going to do mashed potatoes. So you take those, drain them, and put them into your mixer. This is a Vitamix, and again, I wasn't a believer in a Vitamix, but holy cow, this makes a huge difference in blending stuff up. So there's that. And then next I'm going to put in a few things. This is nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is a 1/2 cup of that. It's very high in vitamin B12, and it has what they call a cheesy flavor. If you were to just eat it by yourself, you might not think that it was cheesy, but when you put it in something like this with a little bit of salt, it does. It gives it that cheese flavor. So put that in, and then we have 1/2 cup of water. And now we have 1/3 cup of, this is olive oil. Pour that in there. Next, I'm gonna put in some minced garlic. So I'm gonna put a teaspoon of that in. And yes, we know we're gonna give you the recipe. And then onion powder, a teaspoon of that. Aren't you proud of me actually measuring stuff? You know, I don't usually do that. Oh, and then we're gonna put in some salt. Again, a teaspoon of salt. And lastly, we're gonna put in some lemon juice. A tablespoon. Yes, you can laugh at me. A tablespoon of lemon juice. Boom. Now, I also have here some Mexican seasoning because I'm gonna make like a queso with it. I like things a little spicy. So I'm gonna put this Mexican season and some chili powder, or sorry, some red pepper flakes in it after I mix it all up. But that's my personal preference. You can do that, you can play with that, you can make extra things with it if you want to. But first we're just doing basic cheese sauce. All right, are you ready? Watch this. Set it on there. Okay, not even a minute. And look at our cheese. It is so good. And watch the consistency of this. It is just like cheese dip. So, like I said, I'm gonna do a little extra spicy. So I'm gonna leave this as plain cheese because I'm gonna do some other stuff with it. But for this one, this is just the Mexican seasoning. I put about 1/2 teaspoon of that in there. Stir it up. And then I'm gonna use this with some chips. So, you know, like the super green chips that I like, but you can use this. You can put it on like a baked potato. You can make like scalloped potatoes with this. It's a little bit of it's a, you know, vegetarian type plant-based version. You still want to be careful about your carbohydrates because, you know, they do count. But if you're really craving something, you know, this is fabulous. So you've got your nacho cheese here and your vegan cheese for whatever you want to use it for. Enjoy.